Now here is the part 2, the automated version. Let me show you how does it work. So here are two options, sales or collections. Let me work for sales. So I go here, select the sales files, let's say here, and just see what is happening. It is done. So probably it took just 4 seconds to do everything. And look at, is it doing everything as per our expectation? In case of sales, we're expected to put floor condition and 6%. So it is doing that way. And it has actually taken all the 373 rows. Okay. Let's try that, it works for other sales data or not. So what we can do, we can take, again, let me try for sales. There is another data of sales. Let's see if it works for that. So it is done. Yes, it has worked for even 316 rows. Once again for collections. For collections, should take the ceiling formula. So it is done. Let's go. Yes, it is taking the ceiling formula. So now let me show you how it is working, how I have automated everything. So what I have done here, first thing that I made here, that there are two collections, two possibilities. So I went to the data and data validation, and there I put it list and these two options, because my program is going to take care of these two. And if you are not filling that, it will throw an error, which you can see. Like if you try to do, it will say that. How it is happening, let me go and explain you everything step by step. So what it is doing, in the first go, it is checking if it is null. It is not letting it run, and it is saying that you need to select the file type before running the tool. And then it asks you to select the file on which you want to do. Just take a look. I have used application.get file name, and this is actually a tricky way by which you can open XLX file as well as XLS file. Let me show you this. This is actually slightly tricky. I'll do it step by step. So if you run till here, just see it is giving you XLX file. So it is showing you, but if you clicked on down, it is showing you that XLS file also you can open. And let me show you how I have made it possible that you can see both of them. So what I did here, if you look at, I did, and this what you are putting here is actually how it will appear to people. And if you look at here, 2007 to 2016 file, and this is how the filter is operating after comma. And keep in mind, this comma also will be required. If you forget this, this will throw an error. And next part I'm saying, so this is coming as the first option, and this is the second option. Second option is like XLS file, and it will come down. If you are not willing to open this kind of file, you can open 97 to 2003 file also. And if you look at, even header tells you what kind of file you are going to open. Let me just show it to you. So when you are doing, it says please select collections files to work with, because I had put collections here. If you put sales here, it will show sales, bound to happen, because I have taken that please select sales files to work with. So it is giving you that option. Now let me show you one more thing, that the moment you selected sales file, look at this file full name. It's actually the whole C Gopal like that. But what I have done here, I need to extract actually, and this is just the open file name. So workbook.open, opened that Excel. So now you can see this Excel is open. Now next part what I have done here is that I have used instr command. Let me show you what does it give you. It will actually search from the behind, and it is actually showing you that in this whole full name, if you come from behind, the first time that you encounter this backward slash, that is actually coming at 112 position. And I am starting from 112 plus 1, and I'm going to the whole length of minus this 112, and that's how when I do it, if you look at, let me just do one step. You look at in the file name, I have just extracted the name of the final file, the way it is appearing here. And this is the file name which will be used in the Windows command, because once it is opened, you don't need to put full name. After that, if you look at everywhere, like it was 332 kind of thing was hard coded. So what I did, let me just keep doing step by. So I just selected it, select down and all the rows, and then if you look at here, I'm just selecting how many rows are there. So what I'm doing, I'm using the command which is called rows.count. So when I do that, it gives me that row count is actually 317, which can be seen also, like if at all you scroll, you can see the data is still 317, so it is capturing properly. And then after that, I'm going into the data and actually first inserting the random command, putting random in the first cell. So if you look at till here, it is pretty simple that what I did, I inserted 1 comma here which is rand, and after that it is just the autofill. So it was written B2 to B332. I did B2 to row count, so whatever is the data size up to that it will get extended. So if you do that, look at this, this is how I have been able to put the random command everywhere. So if you look now, after this step, it has put the random value everywhere. Now I just need to sort it. So what I'm going to do again, you look at, first I'm clearing all the sorting, and you look at everywhere its row CNT has come, so it will provide the data accordingly. So if I go till here, and I clear this. So if you look at what has happened now this is actually sorted on the basis of agent and the random number. After this, it is it is creating control sheet, creating pivot table. In pivot table also, if you look at, I have put row CNT, so it is taking the size of the data and creating the pivot table. And actually in pivot table I had to do it, this part I had to paste it again, because otherwise it was not creating in VBA, even though macro was not recording it. So let me just show it to you. So if you look at, you do it this way, it has gone and created the pivot table. Now what I need is just the count of this, which I am going to do now. So essentially the moment I do, it is giving me pivot size that there are 9 total. However, if you look at, I don't need 9, I'll actually need probably 8, this 9 only, like not other than that. So if these are coming 10, I have to actually put -1, that's why it is giving 9, and that's what I'll be using at a later stage. So that's what gave me the pivot size, that what is the size of pivot, and then I created this sample size. And if you look at here, I have put the formula that if it is collections, put ceiling, otherwise put floor. So that's how when I do it, it has just put the formula here, and it will fill the destination. So if I do it right now, just if I go ahead and do it, it will fill this formula from here to here, because I have done it pivot size +5, so it is going and putting it till, because I started with 6, so I have put it here 5, and this is how it is filling everything. And then after that it is pretty much the same thing. If you look at everywhere, I have replaced row count like that, filtration, copying and pasting. And if you look at here also, I am saying A to AH row count. So everywhere row count is something that is keep coming. I am selecting, I am putting here visible cells equal to 1. If you look at, while copying itself, I am saying spatial cells, select Excel type visible, select copy. So these were anyway part of the macro. I have not edited it. I have pasted it in sheet C, and here I am saying that please save with appropriate name. So the moment, let me just clear this breakpoint and run it, it is done everything, it is showing. And if you look at, it is exactly doing what we were supposed to do manually. So if it is alpha 2, it was supposed to be coming 2, so it has put 2. For gamma we wanted only 1, so it has given 1 for gamma. So it has done the sampling very quickly without much effort. And if you look at one more thing which I talked, that our program and files should get separated. So if you look at all the program is here, this is just a plain simple XLX file which will not store any macro anyway. and this file you can save as by any name, like probably done, and you can send it to people for sampling. So that's how what you learned here. If you look at, you learned here how to edit the command of VLOOKUP as well as pivot table, and how in case of pivot table I had to put it one line again, even though probably in macro in one step itself it was happening. And that's how you are able to do it for all the dataset, all the kind of different kind of file, and you are able to take care by one code itself.